Hello guys, this is my second video, my first video in a while now. I'm doing a small tutorial on how to set up your own website and well basically make profit of it. What we're trying to do here is set up a website that has some images and basically a pay button, and after payment you will be able to download some files. So this can be easily utilized by e-whoring, for example. If you want to sell someone pictures or movies, this can really scale up your potential income. Uh, you will look far more uh, legit, and well, you can attach your name, and you will look like a professional um, adult entertainer, and people will be easier to convince them to buy image packs or movie packs or things like that. So basically, what we're going to do right now is we have a couple things that you need to buy before you can start a website. First, you will need to get yourself a domain name. I've got a couple dozen, so um, that won't be necessary for me right now. But for reference, I will leave a couple of links where you can buy domain names for you in the thread. And afterwards, I will leave some suggestions for hosting packages as well, because our second part of building a website is having web hosting, and web hosting needs to be connected to your domain. So when you bought a domain, you should have something like a client panel or something likewise. Right here, this is in Dutch. Excuse me for that. Here are a couple of my domains. Um, let's just say I'm going to use this one right here. It has a tab called DNS, and most of the times it has a tab called name servers. If you have name servers, this should be your tab. When you finished buying your hosting package, you will get two links at least from your hosting provider, and this is the area where you leave them. For me, these are the two links. We just post them here, and we click save, and it will take 5 to 10 minutes probably to get updated. Afterwards, your domain will be connected to your hosting package, and right now we can upload files to our web server. After you bought that hosting package, you would also receive something called FTP access, and FTP access is access to the file transfer protocol. And what it does, well, it basically says it. You can upload and download, edit files, stuff like that. So right now I'm in this domain's FTP server. I'm looking for something called public HTML. This is basically your root folder. Here are all my files listed. So this is running WordPress at the moment. For this tutorial, I will be making a small subdirectory where we can start with test our stuff. So currently are at this domain, this subfolder. This is your root folder, so ignore this. This root folder name can be changing. So if you can't find your root folder, it's probably in the frequently asked questions of your web host, or you can just ask me in the thread. It's no problem at all. So this is our folder for now. It's not found because, well, there's nothing there at the moment, and it will redirect to my root as I've set up now I prepared a package that I will upload. Just drag and drop it in. We got the files right here, something called the index file, which will be loaded right now. Like you can see, I refreshed the page and now it's here. So I uploaded this, domain is working, subfolder is working. So we got all those steps out of the way. If you need any help with domain setup or hosting setup, just let me know. Won't be hard. Right now what we have is a website, and what we want to do right here is basically shape it, and we'll give you access to all the files we have here. Now I want to refresh one more time, and I want you to take a good look at what's happening. Well, so this was released by me a while back. It's basically a CPA download page, and right now we're going to change it into our purchase page. What we want to do is set a background image, change the title, change this image right here, and change the timer right here. We want this to look like something is loading, something is preparing for download or anything like that, and we'll end here somewhere at the 80% mark, and it would say something like error, follow the instructions on screen, or error, you have to pay before you get access to these files, etc, etc. And at a certain point this download button pops up, and when you click this you will be redirected to either PayPal or your payment provider of choice, whatever you want. So how are we going to do this? These are the files I will provide you with. Let's open up a text editor. I use context, which allows me to open multiple files, several tabs. Well, basically in the index.html file you will find a lot of stuff you won't need, starting with the HTML doc type declaration right on top. Everything from here to the closing head tag is off limits. You don't need to change anything there. That's all set up for you. So we have a header right here, we have the header content, and we have the title within the header content, which basically says free web hosting generator. As you can see, this is the exact text. So just name your website anything related to your domain. So if you are into e-whoring, you could probably just set a name right here. So this is the title, this is the area we change. Just leave all the tags right here intact, and we're going to save. Going to reopen an index file and see what happened. Well, it's kind of a girly font, so that comes in handy. If you want, you can change the text color, the font color. It's no problem. You can do it in the CSS file, which is styles.css, located in the CSS folder. Going to locate. Here it is header H1. This is the color code, which is right now you can set it to anything you like with either text or your color code. I'll save this up, refresh the page, and now it's pink. So with that done, return to the index page, we save the header title. Now we have our first action quote. If we refresh the page again, you will see it. It should be right under there. It actually isn't visible because it's changed instantly, but this will be visible for Google and other websites. So let's just say downloading picture collection, or something better like compiling image list. Won't be visible as you saw. So that's basically it for the HTML code right here. We have some steps that follow up each and every second. Compiling image list, it was visible. These are the follow-up messages, and after it completes, it will be stuck at 80%. So we can find all those steps right here. It basically says it will stop at 80 right here. It has steps of 10. Okay, so I think we can remove this one. Yeah, that seemed to work. Okay, so right here, case 10%. So when the timer is at 10%, it will show this. When the timer is at 20%, it will show this, etc, etc, etc. What we are going to do is just create a couple of follow-up packages, messages, like set them within the quotes. Updating done. Okay, so with this all set up, we save it up again. See, and we refresh the page, and we see what happens. So right now, people that visit the site see a page, and it seems to be doing something. It seems to gather images. It seems to be preparing a download. And well, suddenly a download button pops up, and we click the page and we return. So this page has nothing to do yet with your niche that you're working. So I'll show you right now how to edit these images out. So basically, we got the image folder, which contains all the images that we use. You can just replace these images if you like, so you don't have to change anything in the HTML code, or you can just add your image to this folder and open up the CSS file again and go find the images and replace them. So right now for our main image, background image, the location is this. Basically, if you wanted to set if you set another background image, you could just enter the file name here, save it up, and we'll try and find an image. For example, this one. Images. We save it up as background.jpg. Save, and we refresh the page again, and we got ourselves an image right here. We can also change the overall background image, which is this one, pg.png. Save again, refresh, and you're done. So you can make all kinds of creations with divs. Should be pretty easy. You can just use PayPal's hosted button to take payments. Try and show that right now. Where is it? Checkout. Might be build a button. Sorry, again, it's in Dutch. Buy now button. Object names. Something like this. Picture pack. Optional. Price. Well, that's it. 27 euros. You can set some options if you like. Okay, step 2. Save this file, save this button, PayPal. Don't want to keep track. Well, we need to set the return URL to something where the user returns when the payment is successful. So just set our domain name right here and put our packages picture back.zip, for example, right here, which has to be uploaded in your root folder, of course, to work. I think that's it. Special instructions now. No. I know you can read this all, but this is basically a pretty straightforward process. You can just generate a button, attach a price to it, and set a return URL. That's basically all you need to do. And the return URL is your picture pack and its location. You can also use a file upload website for this, like Get. upload your file, just use this URL as a return URL. You don't have to upload it yourself if you don't want to. But this is basically the setup. And we go make that button, and we get some code that we need to include into our design. Seems I forgot the protocol right here. Okay, so this is my hidden form. This is my form right now. Select code, copy, and we're going to put that right here, just in between the download div, right here, in between. You post it right there. I'll make it easier to read for you. So right now what we got is the link, which I can remove right now. Isn't needed anymore. So we got the download div. It contains the form that will send you to PayPal, and I've set the CSS file to show the download button included, which will be deleted right now. So we save this. So the download button is has disappeared, and now we will have a PayPal button if everything goes as expected. Which it doesn't. Now appeared for some reason. Well, I found it, I figured it out. Right now we will check the button size to align this. Can't seem to find out how big this actually is. Ah, here it is. So I'll set that for you guys so you don't have to do it. It's 122 pixels in width and 47 in height, and well, right now it does look a lot great because it's sticky right beneath this. We want some margin in between, so let's do a margin top, let's say 15 pixels right there. Save it up again, refresh, Okay, button is fine now. If you click it, we should be going to PayPal with our little payment module right there. So right now what I need to change, only thing I need to change is the button should pop up only after the error message is shown. Easy fix, nothing for you guys. I'll just fix that for you so you don't have to do it. Change it again, refresh it. Well, that went all well. So right now I'm going to change back those images because it looks horrible. And well, that's basically it for then. I think you should be able to make your own website with this, set some payments and trick people into paying, or maybe just do a legit business and sell stuff, ebooks, something like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I will upload those files to the thread. Well, if you have any questions, just let me know. See ya.